Hey everyone, thank you for joining us live today with Faces of First Year here with the First Year Experience Program at Pima Community College. If we have not already met, I am Renee Forsyth, your Program Coordinator for the First Year Program. And today we are featuring the Counseling Services Program here at the college. And so joining me today, we have...
My name is Todd Slaney. I'm a counselor at the West Campus here at Pima Community College. Thank you very much for having me here today, Renee.
Well, thanks for coming. So, Todd, you've already told us who you are, but why don't you also tell us why first-year students should know who you are and what it is that you do here for Pima?
Well, I love meeting with first-year students, particularly because I like to help support students when they enter the college and all the way through their degree program, whatever they might be choosing. We have 24 counselors at our 6 campuses. We offer services in person, and we also offer virtual services at our community campus for our virtual students.
Okay.
We do a whole lot of things. We are faculty, so we do teach student success courses, but we also help with educational planning, career planning, and any personal or social concerns that a student might have throughout their time with us.
Okay, so Todd, when you were a first-year student, what it is that you wish you knew at that time, looking back?
So looking back, I started at a university, and looking back, I wish I had more training, and that could be, just someone in my family explaining to me how I needed to approach things at a college. But here's what I mean: training on how to navigate a large system. Okay, so at any college, and Pima College is not immune to this, things are difficult, or services are difficult to find if you don't know what you're looking for. So I wish I knew a little bit more about how to access services and talk to people. For example, talking with my instructors. I was shy as a first-year college student.
I cannot imagine Todd Slaney as shy. Once you get to know him as your counselor or even as your teacher, you will understand what we mean.
Well, okay, so when I was 18, I was a bit shyer than I am now, and I didn't really know how to ask questions. I didn't want to go visit my instructors because I saw them as these people who are much older than me and hard to approach. So I didn't do that as often as I should have, and I really wish I would have reached out more. Obviously, you want to talk with your faculty as often as you can. You want to meet them outside of the classroom during their office hours, and you will soon learn that they are, approachable and kind people.
And how can counselors help first-year students learn how to navigate that college system, or even learn how to ask those questions?
Right. Well, we cover a lot of that. That was interesting. Distracted. We cover a lot of sort of navigating the system during our new student orientations, and also through programs like the one that you run, which we do at the beginning of a student's career. Just helping them understand that there are really good connection points that they can make. So new student orientations, and then our Connect You program. During those programs, you'll learn a whole lot about how to navigate the system.
Yeah. So they can either do it as a group if they're more comfortable that way, or even one-on-one appointments if they're more comfortable in that avenue instead.
Yeah, I would encourage a student who really would like to get a jump start on these things to meet with their counselor or their advisor, or both, very, very early. Sometimes we meet with students even before they enter their first semester. So for example, today I will meet with a current high school senior who plans to be here to take a summer class and then full-time in the fall. I will talk them through some of those things so that they have a head start on being successful.
Now, you said something that I want to clarify. You said counselor and also their advisor. What is the difference, especially here at Pima, between those two personnel and staff?
Right. It's a really great question, and it's a question that many of our students, not just new students, but current students have, because they see counselors doing advising work, advisors helping with career directions, that sort of thing. Here's how you delineate this. I sort of explained counselors are faculty, so we do a lot of educational planning, we teach, we work in the career realm quite a bit, so we're helping students find internships, apply to jobs, we're looking at resumes, we're running workshops on resume writing. Advisors really help students look at their goal, their degree, and make a plan to complete that and sort of follow them along. So the two worlds meet a lot of times.
It's like a Venn diagram.
It is like a Venn diagram. There's lots of sort of bleed over. Counselors do general advising. We have specific program advisors for certain programs. So we have experts in those areas. So often I refer to my program advisor colleagues.
That's great. So Todd, when should a first-year student take part in your resource, actually come in and see a counselor during their first year, during those first 30 credits?
Right. I would say early and often, and here's why. Counselors typically work with undecided students. So undecided college students, you're here, you're not quite sure what program you want to follow, what college or university you might want to transfer to. You are the right student to come in to meet with a counselor so that we can start looking at your personality, your interests, and how those things meet, and help you make a plan moving forward to be successful. So early and often, come in and meet your counselors. We're sort of your cheerleaders as well. We will follow you along through your journey. You want to at least have one or two people at campus that you feel, have your success in mind. And we'd like to think our counseling faculty can be that.
Okay. So I'm curious, Todd, where is your favorite place at Pima and why?
Favorite place? Let me think about this. Well, okay. So for me, I'm a social person, and I like to meet with students. If there's a day that goes by and I don't meet with students and I sit in my office grading papers, it's not a good day. So my favorite place actually here at the West Campus is spending time at our welcome desk, which is actually sort of the center hub of this campus. And I simply sit up there, try and help students and smile, because smiling is contagious. I see that more students come up to me and ask questions, and I want students to feel comfortable. So I actually love the social interaction, and I spend as much time as I can up there when I'm not in an appointment or teaching classes. So I love our welcome desk.
It's your WOO coming out.
Yes, it is. It is.
For those who don't know, WOO is a strengths term, and it stands for winning others over. And basically, there isn't a stranger that a WOO hasn't yet met, or a friend they have not yet made.
Right.
And I think that that's an incredible strength and talent to share with our new students. So thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Renee.
For sure. Why do you think the counseling services is important for first-year students? If you had to boil it down, if you had to summarize it.
If I just had to summarize, I'll make this pretty short and sweet. It is getting to know someone. So making that connection. Our counseling services can really help our students be successful and kind of stay successful. So working with students to help them when they're having trouble, or working with students to make sure that they don't have any trouble. We're here for any of that, okay?
It's about building that connection.
Building connections, yeah, and being supportive. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, last question. You ready for it?
I don't know.
All right, so again, I'm a curious person and I just like to know different things.
Okay.
So how would you describe counseling services as if it were a vacation? Yeah, as if it were a vacation.
That's interesting.
I know it's an odd question, but you know,
So,
we like to describe things to students in different ways. So how would you describe it in that way?
so let's try this. So maybe it's like a travel destination, like a destination that you're kind of nervous to go to. Maybe you're traveling to South America and you're wondering, oh my gosh, will they have food that I can eat? Will I perhaps get malaria? Okay. And here's
Hashtag
why.
malaria.
Hashtag malaria. And so you're really apprehensive and having a hard time, getting yourself to go and make that appointment with your counselor. So that's why it's like, the hard travel destination to go to. When you leave, the unknown.
The fear of the
unknown.
unknown.
It's the fear of the unknown, for sure. You will have that feeling, but once you meet with one of our counseling faculty and you sit down with them and they help you, you will leave feeling like you're glad you made that choice, and it's not a scary place to be, and you will continue to go back. So maybe you return to that travel destination.
You will leave vaccinated and without malaria.
Okay, that was hilarious.
All right. Well, Todd, thank you so much for your time today. Again, as he mentioned, there are counselors at every Pima campus. And also, if you are an online or distance student, you can contact their resources for long distance advising if you contact the community campus. And I will include that link to contact them in our post for replay. And so thank you so much for joining us today. Keep watching our Facebook page for future Faces of First Year videos to get connected with other important people and get to know their faces that matter. And otherwise, we wish you a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.